What up, y'all? Eric Creel, the Reviewer King and established 2002 here, and I'm here today to do a top 10 best movies of all time. Here's my honorable mentions. Rest of these favorite films that I love, but except Norm of the North quadrilogy, The Nut Job 2 Night by Nature, Turbo, and Sing in my opinion, which those 7 films that I do not like about it. But enough of that. Let's get some number 10 spots, shall we? Number 10 has to be Despicable Me 2. Definitely my favorite Illumination movie of all time. As outcome, my second favorite animated feature, right under Frozen, for the exact same year. The animation look very colorful. The story, very awesome. The characters are pretty awesome. And the humors are super silly. Include the new songs in Despicable Me 2, like Happy Song. Happy Song is awesome. Definitely the best song from Despicable Me franchise. What's up at number 9 spot? Can you guess the number 9 spot is? Number 9 spot has to be the Peanuts movie. One of the best blue sky animated feature of all time. The animation is very awesome. The story, very cool. The characters are so cool. And the songs, we have Bear When I'm Dancing and Good to Be Alive. Definitely the best Meghan Trainor songs in the universe. Because Blue Sky makes proud of himself to make the Peanuts film, which is based on Charles M. Schulz's classic memories. Up at number 8, we have Pinocchio. Definitely the greatest Walt Disney animated classic of all time. And this is the second Walt Disney animated classic released in 1940s. The animation looked very classic, the story very wonderful, the characters are really likable. The songs look pretty interesting. I watched it as a kid and I loved it, which is based on the lovely fairy tale moments. Up at number 7, we have Goldfinger. Definitely the best 007 film made. Spy action scenes look so epic. The story, very cool. The characters are very awesome. And the theme from Goldfinger is actually flawless. So yeah, up at number 6, we have Everything is Awesome. Everything's on the number 6 spot. Everything is awesome. It's the Lego Movie. Yep, the Lego Movie. Definitely the best animated feature of 2014, right next to How to Train Your Dragon 2. The animation looked very awesome. The story, very cool. The characters are so awesome, which is based on the lovely Lego construction toys. And what's up at number 5 spot? Number 5 has to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse. Ah yes, Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse is by doubt the best Sony Pictures animated movie of all time, can be one of the number 5 best animated feature of all time for the number 5 best movie of all time. The animation looked very awesome based on comic books by Stan Lee. The story, very cool. The characters are so awesome. And the music looked very awesome. And on to the number 4 spot. Number 4 has to be How to Train Your Dragon Part 3, The Hidden World. Amazing, brilliant masterpiece finished to the end of its trilogy. The animation looked very awesome. The story, very awesome. The characters are so awesome. And this is the very first DreamWorks animation film to be a revival age discoveries. Just like how Walt Disney Animation Studios to become a revival age since 2007. But DreamWorks Animation Revival Age is more reliable than Walt Disney Animation Studios Revival Age. So, on to the number 3 spot. Number 3 has to be Avengers Endgame. Definitely the best MCU film I just saw in IMAX for the first time back in the last year. Science fiction action scenes and fantasy action scenes are super epic. for a comic book movie. The story, very awesome. The characters, really awesome. And it's based on a comic books, including the music scores are so epic. Definitely the all-time favorite MCU film that I just saw in IMAX. On the number 2 spot, number 2 has to be the Toy Story trilogy. Let's get on to the first Toy Story. Toy Story is one of the best animated movie of 1995. Animation looked very awesome. The story, very cool. The characters are very awesome, including the song You Got a Friend in Me. It's awesome. And then on with Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 is even better than the original. Animation looked very cool. The story, very awesome. The characters are so awesome. And especially Woody's Roundup theme song. That is awesome. Feels like a puppet for a 1950 show. And on with Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3, definitely the greatest for an installment I've ever had for its trilogy. The animation looked very cool. The story, very awesome. The characters are very cool, including We've Belonged Together song by Randy Newman. That's awesome. Including You've Got a Friend in Me Spanish version sung by Gypsy Kings. That is awesome. So yeah, Toy Story trilogy is one of my second favorite film of all time. And now what's on the number 1 spot? The number 1 has to be Toy Story 4, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Sonic the Hedgehog 2020, and last but not least, Trolls World Tour. Let's get on to Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 is one of the all-time favorite for its franchise. The animation looked very awesome. The story, very cool. The characters are so awesome. And yes, including all new music, look very cool. Like The Ballad of a Lonesome Cowboy, and then the new Randy Newman songs. Yeah, that is awesome. The first time I saw an IMAX, and look how cool it is. This is the very first Pixar film that I just saw in IMAX back in for the last year. Before the second time I saw an IMAX was Onward. And on to Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Definitely the best Star Wars film ever made. Science fiction, action scenes look so epic. The story, very cool. The characters are very awesome. And the best John Williams music scores. Whew. I love it. And I just finally saw an IMAX 3D for the last Christmas 2019. And on with Sonic the Hedgehog for 2020. Definitely the best Paramount family film ever made. The animation for Sonic's new design looks really awesome. And the action scenes look very epic. The story, very cool. The characters are very awesome, which is based on a video game by Sega. I just saw in XD at Cinemark for the last Valentine's Day or the late Valentine's Day of 2020. And then on to Trolls World Tour. Trolls World Tour, definitely my all-time favorite DreamWorks revival age film of all time. The animation looked very awesome. The story, very cool. The characters and the new characters are very awesome. And the new songs look so awesome. The first time I just watched it on demand at my Spectrum cable box. For how long? For the first time. For the last Saturday. Well, back when 5 times I just watched on 123 Movies online for free. And then definitely the best DreamWorks animated movie right next to How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World. So, that's my reasons of Toy Story 4, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, Sonic the Hedgehog 2020, and last but not least, Trolls World Tour are my now the number 1 favorite movies of all time. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.